Hey, thank you for coming to watch the video, even though I haven't done it yet. Now, what we've got to say is this wrong one, that one. That's what I was going to say. Happy Thanksgiving to the US, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Bless yous, bless yous, bless yous. Um, yeah. So, yeah, no, I was just watching YouTube and I come across this channel here, Drew Binsky. 6.21 million subscribers, so he's a big channel, obviously. But yeah, it was interesting. I watched this video here, which is inside London's smallest apartment. So he's an American dude, so he must go all over the country. It looks like he travels and does a lot of adventure type stuff. Look at his first one, the latest one, surviving the world's deadliest traffic, Bangladesh, on top of trains, cars, whatever. So he seems to go around the world in different places and do different things with different cultures. I mean, I even saved one. I watched Inside New York Smallest Apartments, Inside London Smallest Apartments. He's an American guy himself. I saved, well, no, I was going to save that I explored America's most bizarre cults. But then instead, I saved the one where he went to a specific cult, which was Satanist. So I've saved that one for a stream. But then I came across yeah, I watched that one as well. What it's like in America's poorest region. I watched a bit of that as well while I was falling asleep. But I came across. Wow, look at this one. I spent a tribe with Zimbabwe, two-toed tribe. Look at the thumbnail there. Two toes on each foot. That's obviously got to be manipulated toes. Um, but there was one about Satanists. He went and spent some time with some Satanists to see what they believe in that. So I've saved that. But the one I'm doing tonight is this one, right? Right here. 16 years, no food. Now, apparently, this woman here, she looks very skinny, obviously, but 16 years and no food. And apparently, doctors have confirmed it, you know. Examined that, confirmed there's no food in the stomach, never is, or whatever. I don't know if the guy, he's obviously going to investigate it or go and check out the claims. I don't know his conclusion because I haven't watched it, but we'll get into it. So I just thought that's interesting because people, yes, there's such thing as miracles, but for some reason it seems that I know it's not meant to be a fast. She's just not meant to be eaten at all. But for some reason, people always want to beat Jesus's 40-day fast. Like David Blaine, he did a 42-day fast with supplements in his water and stuff like that while he was hung above that big water tank in London. You know what I mean? Not a water tank, sorry. He was held in a tank above London, so you couldn't get any food in that. But he had supplements in his water and stuff like that to keep him going. And yes, he did lose a lot of weight, and it was 42 days. But I think he did it to say, look, I could beat Jesus. Jesus wasn't trying to prove anything. He was fasting. He was fasting and praying to the Father. That's it. He wasn't trying to prove anything, but these guys tried to. But this one, like I say, this girl here, I don't know why they're saying it because it's obviously impossible. It's obviously impossible to go without eating for 16 years. I mean, I've gone eating without eating for 3 days and it was blooming awful. And yes, she's skinny, but there's no way you can go without eating for 16 years. She's either maybe not eating main food, but she's got to be eating berries or something. You know what I mean? She's definitely skinny, so she's probably having a little food, but there's no way she's gone 16 years without food. And I watched about 2 minutes of it, and I seen one of the people in there had a cross around the neck, a wooden cross. So I'm just got to try to wonder if it's like meant to be a miracle claim, like because yes, God does miracles, but this wouldn't glorify him none just to make someone not eat for 16 years because nobody knows about it. She's quite secret. You know what I mean? Well, not nobody, obviously, because this guy gets heard about it, but it's quite esoteric. There's not a lot of people know about it. So it's not glorifying God at all, But why would God make you go without eating for 16 years? He wouldn't. He wouldn't. God feeds people when they're hungry, if you're in the Lord, you know, it says it in Matthew. He says about look at the birds of the air. You know what I mean? How I feed them and look after them. How much more are you important to me? So he's not going to let a person go without food for 16 years, especially if they're with him. You know, so I just want to see the claims in it and see what's going on, because obviously I don't believe if someone hasn't eaten for 16 years. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Right. Let's do it. We'll do it from the video file, actually. Let's get it up and just react to it. She hasn't eaten in 16 years. Doctors confirmed. So the doctor's corrupt as well if the doctor confirmed it. Simple as that. But let's watch it.
Ethiopia has not eaten in 16 years, not a single piece of food or a sip of water. Doctors in Dubai examine her body and confirm there are no traces of food in her stomach.
There might not be traces of any food in the stomach for that day or that. Like, someone doesn't eat for 3 days, 4 days. There's not going to be any food in their stomach. It's quite easy to fool people. Like, people can go without eating a lot. You know what I mean? 3 or 4 days, 6 days, 7 days. Bobby Sands died after 63 days. Bobby Sands was a guy who went to prison. You know what I mean? An Irish prisoner who was blamed of being, I can't remember, was he one of the Batman? No, he was accused of some crime that probably didn't do, but he went on a hunger strike. You know, he did loads because of the conditions they were kept in. So he went on a hunger strike, and he really did do it. He lasted 63 days and he died. He died. He lasted 63 days and died. So 16 years is impossible. I'm sorry. God gave us all the same kind of biology, you know. Some people have faster metabolisms than others. Some people have slower metabolisms. But nobody has that slow of a metabolism that they don't need to eat for 16 years, you know. Crazy nuts. Crazy nuts. But anyway, let's look at it. Let's look at it.
But somehow, this 26-year-old remains healthy.
Is it true you haven't eaten in 15 years? Yes, it's...
Yeah, she's got a cross, and I've noticed it had a Jesus on the cross. So it's a Catholic cross. So this is some BS, guaranteed. It's going to be some miracle claim, and they're talking crap. I mean, some people might be fooled with it, but either the girl is trying to pull some kind of stunt, money, I don't know, recognition. I really don't know. Really don't know why, or if it's just an ego thing, or if they're trying to win people to God falsely. I don't know. But yeah, there's no way anybody's gone without eating for 16 years. You could eat little, yes, maybe live on berries and stuff like that, maybe, but without food at all. And water, I think. I think the claim is water as well. Not sure. Wait and see.
true.
I'm going to track her down in the countryside of Ethiopia to find out if she is a superwoman or a straight-up liar.
Well, I know my thoughts on that. So there it says, the woman doesn't eat. Doesn't eat at all. Bo. So for 16 years, what, she's 25 now, did he say? 25, 26? So what? So 10 years she ate for, but 16 years she hasn't. Roundabout. Bo.
To find the woman who doesn't eat, whose name is Mulawork, we hop on a domestic flight from the modern city of Addis Ababa to the rural town of Jimma.
Sorry, let me see that again. Her name is what? Didn't get that.
Who doesn't eat, whose name is Mulawork.
Mulawork. Okay, got you.
We hop on a domestic flight from the modern city of Addis Ababa to the rural town of Jimma,
That feeling when you arrive in the middle of nowhere, Ethiopia.
where coffee originates.
One little cup and you're done. It's that strong.
And we are about to drive 4 hours on the bumpy back roads near the border with South Sudan in hopes of finding a clue to where she lives.
This is why we have four-wheel drive. Otherwise, we would never get through these puddles.
Joining me is my production manager.
So it's like to see if they're going to see if they can find out, see where she lived. So obviously, it's not that secretive. It's the people portraying this lie, you know what I mean, this alleged truth, which is a lie, is probably saying, you know, like, oh, nobody knows about us, we don't people know about us, but putting the word out there. Or else, how would this creator, whose name is his name is, and his channel's called Drew Binsky, and I've watched some of his other videos, and he's a nice enough guy. He doesn't seem like a liar to me. I mean, he got to hear about it. So I hope his conclusion is that she's lying, because it's impossible. Yes, God could do a miracle, 100%. God could do a miracle for someone and not let me and sustain him for 16 years. But I'm sure it'd be well known about, or else there'd be no point in the miracle. There'd be no glory to God. There'd be no glorifying God, because nobody knows about it except that person. So it's silly. It's silly. God's not going to starve you for 16 years, especially if you're one of his. Anyway, but she had a crucifix on, so let's see.
AJ.
When Dr. Seuss said, "Oh, the places you'll go," I never thought Jima would be on that list for me.
And we are guided by our local friend Fitsum, who has never been to this part of Ethiopia.
We are going south. We have a big idea where
Ethiopia, so you have got Christians there, Catholic, and you have got Islamic as well, obviously. So I think Ethiopia is a mix of those two religions, aren't they? Because it's not well, it's more Orthodox in Ethiopia, isn't it? So it is kind of religious, Orthodox Christianity, or Catholics. It might be Orthodox Catholics and obviously Islamic. And then you'll get your denominations, obviously. But she had a crucifix on, so I dare say it's Orthodox or Catholic. I don't know.
she is, but we'll ask people and find out where she is.
We have serious reason to believe we are the first international media to seek out Mullah work and tell her story. As I understand, like, nobody knows about her. Fitsum.
See, we're the first. Nobody knows about her. So why would this glorify God? If that's going to be the claim, I don't know if it's going to be the claim because I haven't watched it. But if it is, you know what I mean, I'm kind of projecting a little bit into the future. But yeah, if they claim that, then bull. You know, God gave us. What would there be the point in her being born with them with the same biology as the rest of us then? Because that. Just to be awake, just to be able to move your finger or blink, you need energy. And you don't get energy from nothing. You don't get energy from your own body unless you fuel it. Our fuel is food. Protein for energy, carbohydrates, bulk, sugars, stuff like that. Madness.
I don't know about her before.
I never have any idea of her.
There's less information online about this woman than the No Sleep Man in Vietnam. Yes. So
also they did a No Sleep Man as well. We'll have to check that one out at some point because I don't believe these things. I have gone without sleep for 3 weeks. I went without proper sleep, but I was having little like 10-minute naps, micro naps here and there. And that, you know, but I've definitely been without sleep, without any kind of naps or anything for 3-4 days before. And after 2-3 days, you really do start feeling weird and tripping out, really, really madly. You see shadows in your peripheral and all that. So, yeah. Anyway, that's about a sleeping one. This is an eating one. Sorry.
So we are really on a quest.
Yes. This is like proper rural countryside dirt road experience here. Look at the wooden stick houses.
Look at the wooden stick houses. What other kind of sticks do you get? Sorry.
A lot of ass.
Whole lot of ass.
Someone had to say it. Fitsum, did you know that donkey is ass?
Yes.
Is that why you're giggling up there?
Yeah, I have.
So they think donkey being an ass is funny.
A lot of us.
We pulled over on the side of the road here to this epic brown stream, which is probably rainwater because it's been pouring rain outside. Do you know her?
No.
No? We're looking for her. Do you know her?
No.
All right, we'll keep looking.
I mean, well, it is kind of looks like a mountain range with lots of rural type parts. I mean, it would be quite easy not to know someone there, even if they were in a village right next to each other, one being higher, one being lower, or whatever. I don't know, but it'd be so easy to miss them.
Through the clouds right now. It's
maybe they haven't had it because it's not true.
Super mystical, really cool. We got some waterfalls right here. Have you ever seen this lady? No. Thank you for the banana.
Is that banana? I thought it was plantain, but it's obviously banana.
Really sweet and flavorful. Just chilling here, literally in the middle of nowhere. We got a dude with a machete. We got a big ass bus that's passing us. I'm holding a drone and AJ's eating a banana.
It's a chode.
Hello, my friend. Do you know this lady right here?
Chode. It's a chode. Maybe that's their word for banana. I don't know.
You don't know. You have never seen her.
You know, the fact that nobody knows where she is leads me to believe that she's not telling the truth. Because no.
Yes. 100%. 100%. I believe that. I believe that. Especially if they claim it's for God or God's doing it, because then there's no glory in that because nobody knows about it. So how is it people meant to say, "Oh, praise you, Lord," for that? You know.
Sleep man. Everybody knew who he was.
Yeah, so far we've asked 4 or 5 people on the side.
Oh, the no sleep man, everybody knew who he was. So I might have been some truth to that, but I don't know how long we went without sleep for. So I don't know. And there is conditions that people can't sleep. I mean, there is insomnia. Usually, if you can't sleep and you've got insomnia, you have things like micronaps where you're still physically look like you're awake and you're watching the TV or whatever, but your brain kind of shuts down and you trance out. And you have your brain, when you haven't had sleep for so long, your brain has micronaps. Even when you're awake, it sounds weird, sounds contradictory, but it does. Your brain kind of like has an awake sleep. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. But this is about the food, so sorry for mixing up topics.
Out of the road. Who is she? And they don't know, but we know we're heading in the right direction. I'm a little skeptical as well. Like, it's impossible not to eat.
A little skeptical. You should be a lot skeptical, very skeptical. I mean, to be able to prove this anyway, I mean, a doctor examining them and having no food in their stomach, you know, you're not going to tell if there's any traces because it's probably just a scan to see if there's any food inside. No blood works or anything. I don't know. But yeah, should be very skeptical because it's very impossible.
She's met with the Prime Minister. She's had medical tests done in Addis Ababa and in Dubai, I think.
There's a lot of these doctors and stuff are very corrupt anyway, and they'll do anything. They'll say anything for a couple of quid.
So much mystery around Mullerwork that we're determined to meet her and investigate her claims. But so far, we are striking out on our search, and she could be anywhere in these rolling mountains. While stopping for a quick bite of Ethiopian food,
so good, man.
We come across our first clue.
Do you know her?
He is pointing her house. It's over there.
Apparently, we're in the right place, and these people know exactly where Mullerwork lives.
We have found her house.
Yeah, because if it's in a little village and they're claiming it, then people have heard of the claim. But I dare say a lot of the people around about won't believe it either. You know? We need fuel. You can't live without fuel.
Hello. Hi.
I mean, look at this is Ethiopia. Look at back in the 80s when Ethiopia was on the news a lot for being the third world starving country and stuff. You know? And you could see people who were starving then, how after not eating for a month or so, they were bloated stomachs, you know, and stuff like that on kids. And they were had no energy. It looked like they were dead. Flies flying around them and everything. They didn't even have enough energy to swat them away, you know. And I remember seeing one where one of the children got fed a biscuit. And as soon as the biscuit started going down the throat, 5 minutes later, there was a bit of movement. The energy kicked in, you know, after one cookie biscuit or whatever, you know. no food for a long time, you can't move. You can't move. Got no energy to. You can't even blooming blink, or you have to keep your eyes shut.
Stepping into Mullerwork's living room is like entering another world.
I love it.
She's asking you to sit down.
Okay, no problem.
There are posters on the walls and a variety of antiques that make it feel like we're stuck in a time capsule of her childhood.
And what does it? Did this one say here with?
Oh,
with the
it kind of, I think they're Catholic. I think they're Catholic.
picture of her.
It says unique creature of the Konta region. Never had water or meal for the last 9 years.
She embraced.
Never had water or meal for the last 9 years. So that must have been 7 years before this. So it's not even a claim of just no food. It's a claim of no water. And that's even worse because your body can go longer without food than it can water. You know, you can't be without water. With at least, I mean, after 3 days you'd be dehydrated, but a week you'd be dead. You'd be dead without water in a week. Like say, Bobby Sands went 63 days without food, but without water, you need that hydration in your body. It's not happening. You can have reserved fat stores, you know, that you could stop eating and just say you got. She hasn't, obviously. But if you had fat in your body, your body would eat up your fat and then some of your muscle and all that, you know. But without water, it's not happening.
This is the word creature. Is that the direct translation? Creature.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Almost as they're using her to bring tourists here, but no one has come.
And nobody told us she has a daughter. How could she have given birth?
Maybe that's what it is, you know, tourists for tourism, maybe to bring people in for money because it's a village or something like that. And again, she's had a child. How could she be pregnant? I mean, so she hasn't been 16 years, she's 26. So she's been without food since she was 10. So she wasn't pregnant at 10, you know. She's had a baby. How could she be pregnant and have a baby? How was the baby sustained? How was the baby sustained if she wasn't eating? Rubbish.
If she doesn't eat.
What do you think she's thinking right now?
Who is this guy?
It's remarkable how big and protected her house is compared to all of her neighbors. Apparently, this compound was a gift to Mullerwork from the Prime Minister. To me, that sounds a little strange.
Mullerwork, what does it mean?
And the thing is, the thumbnail that he used, they've actually made her look skinnier. She's not even as skinny as she is on the thumbnail. I did think the thumbnail looked a little AI'd, but she's skinnier on the thumbnail. She's not as skinny in real life. So she's eating. I mean, maybe very little, but she's still eating. Guaranteed.
That is a cross, like a cross on her neck. And
Well, she's not even fit. She's actually not even thin. I thought she was going to be really skinny. She's just a normal sized lady. She's eating, without a doubt. She's moving her hands. She's showing her cross or crucifix. She's got energy. She's eating.
she want to imitate like a racket, like a tennis racket.
That was not what I thought it was. This is the bathroom in her backyard, which she doesn't use, but her daughter and her sister uses. Very, very interesting. Mullerwork is.
Oh, yeah. Of course she doesn't use. Because she doesn't eat to produce waste. She doesn't drink to produce liquid waste. Come on.
Giving us a tour of her backyard here. Beautiful garden. Wow. Is this like your favorite hobby is gardening?
Yeah, she said she never liked sitting down doing nothing. She always work on the garden. She loves doing that.
You're growing all this food. Who are you?
Oh, she always likes working in the garden, you know, chilling in the garden, working in the garden, growing food. Now, how are you working in the garden if you've got no energy? I'm just waiting for them to make this a claim, a miracle claim, you know? I'm just waiting for that.
For your daughter, or are you cooking for people?
I'll let it grow as much as possible and then harvest it. My sister is here, she could cook and eat, and whenever a visitor come and ask for that, I'll give it to them. Medicinal for the kids, you can smell this.
Smells like strawberries.
This is like a tea.
Your house is really cool.
Kitchen.
You don't get hungry when you're cooking?
Really cool. I bet it's really warm.
Yeah, I cook as much as I want, but I have no appetite these days.
Even with this.
She might have a low appetite, but she can't have no appetite.
Smells.
No appetite, she said.
According to Fitsum, Mullerwork is already planning to cook dinner for her family tonight. So for now, she offers us tea, and I'm excited to sit down and get to the root of her 16-year fast.
Oh, so it is a fast. I was saying at the start, it's probably not. I don't know if it's a fast or not, but Jesus fasted, so it's a fast. So she's beat Jesus by what, 15 and a half years? Yeah, 15 and 3/4 years. Rubbish.
Mullerwork, usually when I visit people's houses, I like to bring a gift, but I wasn't sure what I should bring you. So is it okay if we, maybe get some food from the market for your family? Would that be okay?
You don't have to worry about that. It's okay.
My question is it disrespectful if I bring you food but you don't need it?
My sister eats and my daughter eats, so it's not really disrespectful.
Okay. Do you ever drink tea?
I make a tea and I make coffee too, but I don't drink none of that.
Something still doesn't make
That makes no sense whatsoever. Sitting there cooking food for the family, kids, brother, whatever, making tea and not drinking and not. No. Really, no. I mean, I know it's not her addiction. I mean, that's like injecting a heroin in front of a heroin addict, and the heroin addict is able to resist when you're giving them it. No. When you're offering them it, should I say? No, not happening.
sense, and I want to find the truth. So I invite Mullerwork on a walk outside to ask some hard-hitting questions.
I came here because I heard that you haven't eaten in 13 years or 15 years. Is it true?
So it was 16.
Yes, it's true. I haven't eaten for the last 16 years.
Was there a
16.
moment in time where you just ate and then you said, I'm tired of eating, I'm done? Or is it a medical condition?
It was one morning that I used to live with my family, and they asked me, eat breakfast and go to school. She said, I had eaten, but she was pretending she had eaten. She never ate. She lost appetite.
And kids do that, and they do lose appetite, but kids that don't eat and are very thin, they still eat something when they're hungry. They just eat very little. I've seen picky eaters. They don't eat much. They don't eat a lot. Their metabolism doesn't need it. But you need some kind of food. You need some energy.
Water or for any food.
Have you seen a professional doctor about your condition? And if you have, what is...
Faith is a good thing, by the way, but faith is not energy. You're still a creation. You're still God's creation, and He created us to be able to eat, to fuel ourselves. No exceptions.
They told you.
Jesus had to eat, and He's God.
Yes, I have seen a doctor abroad, and they have tested me for a week, and they even questioned my mental status. They think that I was crazy, but I'm intact. She said I was pregnant to her, and they have to give a lot of glucose for the baby.
Did you breastfeed your child?
There was no breast as much.
No breast milk. She did not breastfeed. You seem to have a lot of energy. Where is the energy coming from if you're not eating anything?
God. What? She's got to say God.
I don't even know. It's a nature. Don't question.
Is it an act of God, or is it just random?
See, he says it's a natural thing. No, it's not a natural thing. It's unnatural not to eat. But yeah, I kind of thought the question was going to come up about God.
This is what I believe. It's a work of God. What else could be?
Mullerwork, what?
She believes it's a work of God. Obviously, no. This is a claim. Maybe she does eat very little and doesn't need to eat much, but she needs to eat, guaranteed, and she needs to drink. Look, she's got nice, healthy skin. She's definitely hydrated. Where's this water coming from? Where's this hydration coming from if she doesn't drink? Where's this energy coming from for her just to be able to walk, talk, and blink?
What was the last thing you ate? Can you remember what the meal was?
The last meal
If she doesn't drink, I wonder if she can cry.
I had is injera with lentil.
Do you think there will ever come a day where you get hungry again and you start eating?
I don't think so.
When people watch
There's no eye contact. It's just walking along, you know. The most of the eye contact's between him and the brother. You know, they're both liars. I mean, unless she's convinced the brother, but I can't see that. You know, he's around a lot. He's got to see her eating. He's part of it, obviously. There's no way this is happening.
this video, they're going to think that you're fake, that it's a lie, that it's all for show. What do you want to say to those people?
I have nothing to say to them. They can come and observe my daily life, and I don't eat and I don't.
And she can't look towards him. She can't look towards the camera. You know, she's lying. Of course, she's lying. And I'd love to, and I'm a man of God, and I'd love to say, yeah, I mean, yeah, miracle. It's a miracle she hasn't eaten for 16 years. But it doesn't glorify God in any way, because nobody, this is so esoteric, it's so small, nobody knows about it, apparently. How is it any good for God? And again, why would God make you not eat for 16 years and let no one know about it? That's not savvy. That's not savvy.
Drink.
When you say you don't drink, no water, no nothing.
She said, I'm Orthodox Christian. I go to church.
Yeah.
And there is a whole
Not right, Orthodox, so not Catholic, Orthodox, but still derives from. They're still a religion at the end of the day. They're still a religion, and they've still got doctrines that ain't right.
holy water that you're supposed to drink. I don't even drink that.
You don't even
I
drink the
even
holy
taste,
water?
Yes.
If you don't eat and you don't drink, do you ever use the bathroom?
The only reason I go to toilet is because I have to wash my body, and I never use bathrooms for 16 years.
Really? I find that so hard to believe, but I guess if you don't eat or drink, then you don't have to use the bathroom. It is so nice outside right now.
So how do you develop tears? You know, how is your skin so nice? You know what I mean? Rubbish.
Like, the sun is going down, everyone's like friendly. What a life out here. This is like a peaceful
Does she sweat? Come on.
village.
Very lively. Love it.
Hi, come here. What do you know about her?
She's an Ethiopian amazing girl.
Is it true that she really doesn't eat food?
Yeah,
But she's an amazing girl. So, like, if this was true, she's the amazing girl. No, it'd be God, it was amazing. But look, this is not true. Humans need to eat. And God gave us the way to do it. You know, He gave us the food, the supplies, everything on this earth to be able to do that. Our bodies need to eat, no exceptions. And God provided the stuff that we eat also. So there'd be no reason for her not to eat. You know, God can be glorified in many different ways. But like they says, not many people know about this. Maybe it's a tourist thing.
she can't eat. She can't eat food.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Really? So you never see her eating before?
No, I can't see.
And you never see her eating here?
No, I can't.
Man, a lot of people might not be able to see her eating. I mean, walking about the street, you don't usually eat walking about the street anyway. Not usually. You know, she can eat behind her closed hut doors. You know? I mean, come on. And or the village, their small group, might also lie for her. I don't know. I don't believe all the village would lie for her. Of course not. You know, because then that jeopardizes their relationship with God. But it's so easy to portray that you're not eating. You could easily walk around, I'm saying streets, but the rural area, without eating, you know. I mean, she's in her own place with her child, maybe her brother, I don't know. So where do they eat? They eat indoors. Simple.
Why do you think she doesn't eat food?
It's amazing. I don't know.
ማለት ብዙ ጊዜ ለሷ ሚዲያ ላይ ዳታ
I have heard and known that medical personnel come here and proved that she has not been eating for 13
I
or
have
more.
heard and known that medical person come here. You're a brother. What do you mean you've heard? You said you heard and then you said you known. Bit dodgy.
More years, and everybody knows about her. People come and visit her, and we know about her.
Can you tell me about her as a person?
Everybody knows about her and they come and visit her. What do you mean? At the start of the video, I thought no one knew about her. Or not a lot. Now he's saying everybody knows about her. Some contradictions here, man.
What is she like to be around?
she works any time.
She's hardworking. She works around her garden, and she's a good person.
Quite believe she's hardworking. Even more reason that she needs food if she works hard. Energy.
What countries did you go to see a doctor?
Dubai,
Dubai,
Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
yeah, she's been 4
Dubai. She went to Dubai to see the doctor. Come on.
countries.
Most importantly, what was the diagnosis of the doctor? What did the doctor tell you?
ውጤቱ ጥሩ ነው።
The doctor thinks she's 100% healthy despite not eating anything.
You can see the crowd of people behind me that were just
Quite easy to have no food in your stomach. You can eat you can go without eating for a while and then go get examined. There's no food in your stomach. Simple as that. I mean, it's not easy to not eat for like even 3 days, but people do it. I've done it. I've done it on a fast, not eating for 3 days without food whatsoever. I mean, I had liquid, but no food whatsoever, and that's 3 days. And it's not easy, but it's doable, and I could have gone longer, but in the world, obviously, no food in my stomach because, like, I didn't need in that 3 days. I didn't need to go do that. Number two, obviously. Come on, really?
standing outside of her house interviewing her, and it seems like the entire village is gathered around.
I can sense that Mulawork is starting to feel overwhelmed, so we go inside to give her some space. As we inch closer to dinner, her family starts to trickle in, including the man who first discovered her condition.
His name is Mr. Balacho.
Her condition? What condition? I thought she just didn't eat.
He's the one, the first who discovered that she doesn't eat and drink.
How did he first find her?
እዚህ ሰዎች ለወረደው ላኩኝ ወደ መጣ
He used to live in Addis, and every driver used to tell him that there's someone who never eats and drinks, and he was so curious. He came all the way here and talked to her and brought her back to Addis 5 years ago.
አፍሪካ ህብረት ፊት ለፊት አንድ
Now,
ዶክተር ግስ
maybe the brother, if he is the brother, I mean, I thought she said he was brother. I might have misheard, but he's the only one that seems to be able to look in the camera. Maybe he's been fooled by them because this guy who allegedly discovered her, he can't look at the camera either, or the dude. He's looking at, you know what I mean? Darting back and forth.
She was tested in one of the biggest hospitals in Addis Ababa, which is called Saudito Hospital.
Okay, right. No food for 16 years, right? So why has she got a little bit? Why has she at least got the normal amount of weight on her that an average woman would have? Because if she didn't eat, right, okay, fine, okay, I just say I believe she didn't eat for 16 years. She still wouldn't be a normal sized lady. She'd be thin. She'd be thin. You need food to grow muscle. Simple as that. You need food for energy. You need food for fat. Lack of that, you're not going to have a full body.
And they have testified there is no remnants of food in her.
They've testified. Does that mean they've proven it? No, testifying is just proclaiming it.
Intestine. He has observed her on a daily basis for 3 years. He never saw her eating or drinking.
So, like, nobody else
Never seen her eating and drinking. He wasn't with her every day for 3 years, though, was he?
in the world can do that. So why is she special? How did it even happen for her?
ሰማ በያለ መብላቷ
I have no idea why it's happened. Her brother told him that ever since she was a child,
It's a money-making scheme. It's got to be a money thing.
Every time she was given food, she throws away. So she had never had an interest for food.
አላውቅም። እኔ የዛኔ ሚዲያ ላይ ያቀረብኩት
All he knows is since her age of 10, she had no interest for her food.
So why is she not like extremely skinny?
Lots of kids at 10 have no interest in their food. They hardly eat, they don't eat much, but they still pick at things. They still eat stuff. I mean, I've even seen people that only eat one food. They're so picky, they only eat one food. Like, oh, I can only eat chips. I can only eat, or French fries, whatever you want to call them. I can only eat that. And I've seen that. And yes, your body will live on that. You might not be very healthy, but you can still live on one type of food. Not going to be very healthy, but you can still do it. But you need some type of food. No food ain't going to cut it. But kids, yes, at 10, can be picky. Can't be like they don't eat for like 2-3 days and that. But they will still eat. They will still eat.
እንደውም አሁን ቀንሳለች ብዬ ነው።
She was even bigger than
በፊት
this
ደህና
one.
ናት።
She was now skinnier.
ብርድ ልብስ ውሃ ውስጥ ከብ
The amount of work.
So she was skinnier before, but now she's got weight on her. Where did that come from? Why didn't she just stay skinny? If she hadn't eaten for 16 years, where has that she, like I said, she was skinnier before, but she's put on weight now. How?
She does for someone who don't eat is amazing.
So Muluwerk wants to show us her church, so we're heading in the car, going to church.
After talking to this guy who have watched her for 3 years and observed her for 3 years, I'm more convinced than
Watched her for 3 years, observed her for 3 years. He might have been a doctor for 3 years, but there's no way he was with her every minute and every hour for 3 years. No way. And there's no way she got ultrasounded every day to see she had no food in her stomach. Bull.
Going to church seems appropriate because if
And
you
those papers, that we seen in the medical papers, if they were signed, you get corrupt doctors, you know.
believe her witnesses, then Muluwerk is a miracle. I keep wondering what role her faith has in all of this.
Look,
You
she's
come
got a full-bodied face. She's got plump enough cheeks and that. So she's eating. Simple. Sorry, I keep saying simple, but it's simple. It's true. When I say simple, it either means simple or true. Sometimes when I say it.
here every week or every day?
ውዱድ አይደለም በእሷን ለመስማት
I come every week, every Sunday here.
What does it mean to you to pray at this church?
አዎ ደስ ይለኛል
I'm very happy to
You can pray anywhere. You don't have to pray in a church.
come here and pray.
Do you come here to pray that you can eat again?
ስለሱ አላስብም
So what about communion? Orthodox people have communion too. Do you not take communion? Do you not eat of the bread or the wafer or whatever? Cracker, whatever you want to use. People use cracker, wafer, or bread. Do you not drink of the wine or the ribena? Whatever you want to use. How do you do communion if you're going to church and you don't eat? That's a weird one.
I don't think about it. I don't pray about it.
Do you pray to thank God for giving you this special, unique trait?
አዎ አመሰግናለሁ
Yes, I'm very
Okay, and she doesn't. Why has she got all these? Why has she got a digestive system then? What's that for if she doesn't need to eat?
thankful for this.
Why do you think God did this to you, but nobody else?
እንግዲህ እኔ የማስበው በቃ
I have nothing to say. It's God's will, and I just accept it.
I've nothing to say. It's God's will, and I just accept that. Well, no, because scripturally, I mean, it doesn't say that He'll starve us and sustain us just on air alone and in prayer. It says He'll feed. He says He'll feed us. Like I said about, He says about doing in Matthew. Do not worry about what you will wear or what you will eat. And then He goes on to say about the birds of the sky. You know, look how much I feed them and look after them. How much more to you are you important to me? That's what He says. You know. So it's not scriptural not eating.
Like what?
Yes, there's such thing as fasting and praying. Not a 16-year fast.
makes you happy in this world?
በዚህ ዓለም
Having a relationship with God and to have my daughter, to raise her is good. That's what makes me happy.
What if your daughter stops eating? Will you be worried?
አያስጨንቅም። እኔም ስለማልበላ
I would observe her for a while, and if she turn out,
Ooh, that's the first time she peeked at the camera. She can't look at the camera though, can she? She can't look at the camera or straight at the faces. She's lying. She's lying. I don't know if the dude standing there's lying. Maybe he's fooled by it. I thought it was her brother. I don't know. Maybe he just meant brother in Christ. I don't know. But if he's fooled by it, maybe. Or he's maybe just lying for her. But he seems to be able to look at the camera. I dare say he might be fooled to a certain extent. I don't know. I don't know. But she's certainly lying.
me, then that's okay.
How does not eating impact your faith? How does it help you feel closer to God?
አልበላም። ያው እንደ ጾም ጸሎት ነው የኔ።
Some people fast to have a better relationship with God, but I don't eat and drink, and that strengthens my relationship.
How would you feel if you got a lot more attention and many more people wanted to come and meet you and share your story?
ደስታ ይሰማኛል።
I'm very happy that
You don't need not to eat to strengthen your relationship with God. I mean, it'd be better if you were eating to strengthen your relationship with God. Then you've got the energy to be able to talk with Him.
I'll get more attention ahead.
So far, I have not taken my eyes off Mola work, and she still
I mean,
hasn't.
she hasn't even got sunken cheeks. You know? She's got decent enough skin. She's got moisture in that skin. She's got a shine on her face. There's no way that she's dehydrating. Look, she's got spittle on her mouth. You can see the spit in her mouth. How is she not eating and drinking? She's got spittle on her mouth. She has moist mouth. It's impossible.
Eaten. Not even a sip of water under the hot sun. We are now heading back to her house for the promised meal, and her sister is there waiting for us.
Now, a miracle to me happens at once, not over a period of 16 years. So they can't claim it a miracle. I mean, all the biblical miracles happened like that. Like that. You know? Jesus died and then rose 3 days later. That's obviously because he's God. But he rose. He brought Lazarus back to life after being dead for 4 days. Like that, he said, "Come forth, Lazarus." After crying, Jesus wept. He said, "Come forth, Lazarus." And what happened? He came forth. It didn't happen 16 years later. Miracles happen in a one. Now, a miracle to me would be like, I don't know. She became paralyzed for some reason. And she was going to be paralyzed for the rest of her life. And then God granted her movement and feeling back in an instant. That's a miracle. Not eating for 16 years, because that's a lie. Everybody needs to be sustained with food.
So is it 100% true that your sister doesn't eat? You never once saw her like sneak a little bite of something?
Now look at her. Look, that's meant to be her sister. She's skinnier now, and she's eating food. Her cheeks are thinner than her sister's, and she's eating food. Wow.
No.
Are you worried about her health?
I was very afraid at the beginning. I was worried at the beginning. But now I see she's...
I mean,
she's
I
doing
dare say she might have a condition where she doesn't want to eat. You know what I mean? She doesn't feel like eating. But everybody knows that you have to eat. I mean, there is people out there that don't want to eat, just can't eat, can't get it down their throat for some reason. But they have to be force-fed in a way, or liquid-fed, because they need the sustenance to live. So there is people that feel like not eating, but they're in hospital because they can't, and being fed either liquidized food or, you know what I mean? Well, it would be liquidized if it was forced, because it'd be a tube, you know?
well without, and I don't mind.
Muluak, thank you for the tea. That is some really good tea. Wow. He said, how does she know the tea's good if she can't taste it? She just has a magical touch.
Do you think your sister is blessed by God? Why would God want her to stop eating?
Yes, why would God want her to stop eating? Right, it's a good question. And he's probably not even a Christian.
Says she dreams and then she tells her dreams to her. Whatever she tells her, it always comes true.
What kind of dreams?
And I do believe God can give you visions and dreams, absolutely, 100%. But this seems like some kind of con. It really does.
Force coming.
What do you think? Tell me your honest thoughts about what you're experiencing.
It's unreal. It takes time to process and to understand.
Yes, it is. You're right. It's unreal. That being the operative word. Unreal. As in unreal, so not true.
Why would they lie?
No reason to lie.
Yeah.
Why would they?
I mean, like, no one's coming here and paying her for this.
No,
It's not like a business.
no.
I've come across other people in my travels who would scam you and make up a story and lie to make money, but she's not. So the question is, why would she lie?
In this remote area, she have no attention. She have no reason to lie.
Who's she gonna impress?
Without the need to eat, she must be saving money because she doesn't have to go buy food all the time, only for the little one.
So the electricity's out, so we're using
And
phone
again,
lines right now.
She was pregnant with a little one while she wasn't eating. Again, impossible. Impossible. The guy did say that the doctors were giving the baby glucose and stuff like that. But what about inside of her? How? The baby needs to eat. The baby's attached to her through an umbilical cord. Feeds through the umbilical cord. You know? Baby needed to eat. Mum didn't eat, baby didn't eat. Whilst pregnant. It's simple as that. That's how biology works. Human biology. That's how God's created men and women works. We've all got the same insides. Slightly different shapes, slightly different sizes, slightly different speeds of metabolism. Not everybody's identical when it comes to that, but everybody's got the same thing and same process. The same things inside of them. Same organs. Same human biology.
And I asked for her passport, and she's bringing it out right now. Passport is proof. Cool looking passport. Let's open it up and see. Yeah, she has stamps in here. I feel like I'm an investigator right now. This is, yeah, that's Dubai, February 7, 2021. So 10 days. Were you seeing doctors every day? 7 days?
7 days in hospital.
Who sponsored the trip?
Well, having passport stamps to a different country doesn't prove anything.
The Prime Minister of Ethiopia.
How did you meet him? And what was the meeting like with the Prime Minister?
He came to visit the national park, which is like an hour drive from here, and he discovered about her, and he come and meet her.
That's a pretty big deal to meet the head of state of your country. What did he say about your condition?
Said he's happy to meet her.
Just like me.
I mean, I'd be quite happy to say that she eats very little, like maybe a few bits of fruit a day or whatever, but she's eating something. There's no way she's eating nothing. And again, I'd be quite happy to say she's eating very little, but she can't go without blooming water. She can't go without H2O. You need to hydrate. Your body needs so many things that you get from these foods, you know, and liquids. You need water for hydration, you need food for energy, you need your salts, you need your sugars, vitamins and all this. You need it. Minerals, potassium, zinc, you know, all that kind of stuff.
If she is so special that the Prime Minister is going to send her to Dubai and elsewhere, why is she not more famous if she's received all this attention?
She thinks where she lives matters. I live here in an isolated area, and then I have no much exposure.
Do you think it's a good thing to get your story out there, or do you prefer to keep it private?
Yes, it is good for me.
Do you want to be famous? Yes, that was a strong yes too.
Oh, she does want to be famous. Oh, okay. Starting to make a bit more sense.
I'm skeptical that Mulawork says she wants to be famous. Is all of this just a trap so she can get rich?
Yes, it is.
Still can't ignore the evidence and valid testimonies that support her claim of not eating. There's also a feeling I get that's too hard to describe.
How do you know they're valid testimonies, though? It's just taking a person's word for it that you don't know. Yes, we're meant to give our testimony and that, but they've got to be believable.
Just the humble way that Mulawert carries herself, which convinces me she is 100% telling the truth. I still don't really know what to believe, but what I do know is that the house is smelling delicious, and we're all excited to try Mulawert's home-cooked meal.
We're now just chilling
Don't be fooled by it, bro.
in the living room. She's very hospitable. She's bringing a bed in here, a mattress, so we can lay down, but I'm pretty comfortable on the couch.
Mad that they're Orthodox, but they use a lot of Catholic imagery, iconography, but I suppose it's much and such the same.
Our driver has gone to the store and got all the ingredients here for Mulawert to cook. Thank you. We're getting sleepy over here in the living room. It's just so cozy. Mulawert and her sister are preparing dinner right now. They have all these ingredients. I don't even know what they're making, but it's starting to smell really good. She stepped out to put on the headband. Serious business now. It's very surprising.
Stepped out to put on the headband. Yeah. Did she? Or did she step out to take a bite of an apple? Did you step out to have a little nibble on the vegetables? Yeah, come on. You're not always, the people are not with her 24/7, and their child ain't got a glass of milk because her child's only little.
Surprising to me that she's so passionate about cooking because she doesn't eat. Is Mulawert a good cook?
But
She's the best cook.
She's a good cook, but she can't even try the food.
Hey, I was going to say, usually people who are good cooks taste their food so they know how it's coming along. This is just, it's too unbelievable. I'd love to say that it'd be a miracle and that, but there's no point in this miracle if it was a miracle. Miracles happen like that, not over a period of 16 years.
To know if it's good.
She just has the skill to cook best. She doesn't even test with the salt and the spices, but she just makes it perfect.
When you think about chefs in the kitchen, they're always testing it. You just see them like when
Right. Always tasting it. Always taste. He said testing. I suppose much as the same, I would say tasting. But yeah, testing, tasting, they're doing the same thing. They're testing it while they're tasting it, of course. But yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm not there. I can cook to a certain extent, basic stuff and some recipe stuff. And even when I'm cooking, I taste it.
a little spoon. She's using a black stone to mash up the garlic. If you forced yourself to eat something, what do you think would happen to yourself?
She say, I don't think it will hurt me or do anything, but I have no desire of eating.
Well, of course it won't hurt her. She's got a digestive system. She's got a stomach, with stomach acids that would break down the food. She's got a mouth. She's got teeth that would chew it up. She's got a throat, an esophagus, and everything that would swallow it. That would bring it down into the gut. And then the stomach acids would break it down. And then it'd go through the intestine system. Then out the other end. Come on.
That smells really, really good. Like, wow. All right, after about an hour, dinner is ready. She's been cooking up a storm over here. I watched her, instead of tasting it, she looks at it really closely on the stick for the texture. She just took out this.
No, that's her thinking, I wish I could take a sip while these are here. I can't. Look, she's going to eat. You're not with her 24/7. Like I said, she just went out of the room. She could have a few munches on a banana, an apple, whatever. Come on. Please. Don't conclude the video with, I totally believe her. You've got to still be skeptical of it, surely.
Massive piece of injera. Ethiopian food is my favorite cuisine in Africa, and I've yet to have a homemade meal.
And I'm a Christian. I believe in miracles. 100%. But, if you look at scriptural miracles, they're nothing like this type of thing. Nothing. No, it were miracles that heal people. That was what the miracles usually were, the deaf hearing, the blind seeing, the dead being back to life. It was always to do with healing. Always in scripture. Yes, you do other kinds of miracles, but in general, it was to do with healing. And that was for a reason. Proof he was. 16 years without food doesn't do anybody any good.
What are your thoughts about this meal we're about to eat?
Yeah, it already looks delicious.
Look at her mouth watering. Oh, I can't eat till it go.
That is crazy. She just made that.
Andanya.
Welcome to Ethiopia.
It's amazing. It tastes like it
Wanta
smells.
Ask her what she thinks of the food.
Andenya.
It is like the best.
Whoa. That's really, really tasty. It's like spicy and sour, chewy. I don't know. Very garlicky, oniony. Is it crazy to say the best chef I know?
Well, it
from
would
a
be
lady?
garlicky and oniony and all that and spicy because that's what she put in there. Garlic, onions, and spices. Oh, look at her just sitting there. Oh, and the kids there as well, not eating, sitting with her mom. Come on. Look again. Look at the fullness of her face. She's not even skinny. I mean, I looked at the thumbnail. I kind of thought it looked a bit AI, but they made her look really skinny in it. And I thought she would be skinny and it would like sell it a little bit more. But she's not even skinny. She's a normal sized lady. I'm not saying she's fat, obviously. I'm just saying she's a normal sized lady. Well, lady, what I mean by skinny is underweight, you know? And she's not that. She's not that. She's a normal sized lady. Look how full her cheeks are. Look how good her skin is for someone that's got no hydration.
Who doesn't know what food tastes like? So here's what we know. We know that the Prime Minister sent Mulwork to Dubai for medical checkups. That trip is confirmed by her passport stamp, but we have no way of contacting
Yeah, trip's confirmed, so what?
those doctors to ask them what's true. We know that everybody around Mulwork believes her story, not just her family, but also her neighbors and acquaintances who have no incentive to lie. But we also know that it's not humanly possible to survive without food or water, let alone
Stick to that. It's not humanly possible.
for 16 years. So that must mean that Mulwork is a superhuman, unless she's the most talented liar of all time. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your debate.
She's not even a talented liar. She's just a liar. I mean, you said at the start that not many people know about it, but then she said she wanted to be famous. And the guy said, that I thought was her brother, that everybody knew. Everybody got to see it. Like, hold on. I thought not a lot of people knew. So there's a few contradictions. And again, human biology. We need food. We need to be fueled.
In the comments down below as this puzzle remains unfinished.
There you go. There you go. So, yeah, that's it. That's it. So, yeah, my conclusion is I'd love to say it was a miracle, but look, that's not how scriptural miracles seem to go. And I do believe you can get other types of miracles, obviously, but they're usually instantaneous or over a period of at least 30 seconds, a minute, whatever, you know, or something happens in your life that wouldn't usually happen. Like, it was a miracle to me that I got a photograph of my daughter when I went to rehab. That was a miracle. And it was a miracle because my ex-wife at the time, she was my wife at the time, but I wasn't with her. And she's obviously my ex-wife now because I divorced her. But she wasn't allowing me to see my daughter and she was dead against me. And so I prayed while I was in rehab just for a photograph of my daughter. For a photograph, you know? And then the next thing, within about a week, I got a letter. And they opened the letter for me. And I was like, well, where's the letter? This is, oh, no letter, just this. Photograph of my daughter. An envelope with a photo of my daughter. That's it. No letter, nothing. Just an envelope with a photo of my daughter. I prayed for that. And that, obviously, my ex-wife had sent it. And she was dead against me. I mean, I was going to ask her for a vote as well. I mean, she was dead against me, so she probably wouldn't have answered me, you know? But I just prayed for it. And I was going to write a letter to ask for it. But I prayed for it, hadn't wrote the letter yet, and then got it out of the blue. And I didn't ask for a letter. I asked for a photo. So, and I just got a photo, no letter with it saying, "Oh, here's, I know I've heard you're in rehab. Here's a photo of your daughter. I thought you should have this kind of thing or whatever." No, just an envelope with a photo of my daughter, and I paid for a photo of my daughter. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, to me, in that, yes, I might have prayed, and people might not see that as a miracle. And yes, it might have took a week for me to get it. God's timing might have took a week for me to get it, but but it was still instantaneous because whenever she decided to give me the photo, then it just got put in the mail and I got it. To me, that was a miracle. It might, to other people, it might just not. It might just be the normal process of what was going on, you know. But to me, that was a miracle because my ex-wife at the time, was so against me at that point. She might have just thought, "Oh, he's trying to do something. He's in rehab, so I'll send him a photo of his daughter." But she might have thought that, but I knew it was come from God. You know what I mean? God helped me out in that situation. Whether you call that a miracle or not, to me, it was a miracle. But that's a different thing from not eating for 16 years. You know, it's humanly impossible. Yes, it'd be godly possible, but it wouldn't glorify God, you know, especially if allegedly nobody knew. I think it's all for fame. I think it's all for fame, money, or something. I don't know, but I certainly believe the lie. Anyway, that'll do. But again, this is the guy's channel. I'll put his link in the description. He's called Drew Binsky. He's got 6 million, 6.2 million. But yeah, I watched a couple of his things. Oh, this is the one I saved. He's from a month ago. I entered America's most feared satanic cult. So that I've saved that one. I want to do a stream on that one. I haven't watched it, but it's a Satanist. It's the Church of Satan he enters. So I want to see what goes on that. He's obviously not a Satanist, but he goes to check out because he checks out cults and stuff. There you go. I got trapped in Pakistan for 7 days. Ooh, no thank you. Welcome to Iran. Yeah, he does loads of stuff. He goes everywhere. So yeah, I'll keep a hold of his channel, definitely. Like I say, I watched that inside Hong Kong's coffin-sized apartments, New York's smallest apartments, and in London's smallest apartments. Pretty good. And that's how I came onto this. But yeah. It wasn't a miracle, guys. It wasn't a miracle. People need to eat. They cannot not eat for 16 years. Right, guys, I'm done. Sorry, I've been blathering on too much. Again, happy Thanksgiving, US guys. Bless yous. Bless you guys, and I'll talk to you in a bit. I'll see you on the live stream, which will be a Bible one. Bless you guys. Heal the Sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. Ta-da!